Islamic finance was established during the era of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you had various elements like the Sayarifa, or the money exchanges. You had the Baytul Mal, the public treasury. You had the public sector, zakat, ashab usuk, which refers to the public monitors. And from there onwards, right up to the early 1900s, you find that there was a major lack of development of the Islamic economic system, and that was primarily due to imperialism and colonialism that took hold over the Muslim countries, and they could not therefore develop an Islamic economic system. So we find that in the early 1970s that the Dubai Islamic Bank was launched. In the early 1960s, what is called, or the first example of Islamic finance and banking, is the Mid Ghamar Savings Project in the Upper Nile area of Egypt, or the northern part of Egypt, in the Upper Nile Valley, where you had these rural peasants and farmers that wanted to collect funds and earn a Sharia compliant return. So they then pooled their funds together and they would earn a Sharia compliant return. That Mid Ghamar Savings Project, which started off with a good niyyah and intention to develop a Sharia compliant project, then transformed into what is today called the Faisal Bank, which is the official, or an official state bank, Islamic bank of the government of Egypt. But this was established in Egypt. The Islamic capital market was then developed in the early 1950s, and we have perhaps the first example of a sukuk, or an Islamic bond, issued by the Ottoman Empire in 1885. Lastly, as per point 7, you will find that one of the earliest examples of an Islamic fund or Islamic financial instrument as an investment fund is the Tabung Haji Fund, which was put together by the Malaysian state to guarantee their citizens going for Hajj, etc. And you'll find various buildings in Madinah Munawwara and in the Holy Lands that have the name Tabung Haji. So Tabung Haji was developed as an Islamic savings vehicle for pilgrims to go for Hajj. The next slide basically shows a diagram of the development of Islamic finance. As you can see, that in the early 1970s, 1980s, you had basic products being developed, and you have in the early 2000s, you have more advanced products. Now you have much more sophisticated products like an ISDA, Master Tahawud agreement, for leveraged finance. You have Sharia compliant profit trade swaps, etc.
Islamic finance learning made simple and memorable.